Today, I'm going to be creating a fun but simple fall-themed Dutch door in my journal, so stay tuned. Hey guys, I'm Tracy and I want to welcome you back to my channel. I want to thank you all so much for stopping by. And yes, today I am going to be doing yet another Dutch door spread in my journal. Yeah, I just need to set up a whole bunch of pages that way they're ready to write in, which is why I have been doing much more of these videos here lately. And plus they're just a lot of fun. They're just a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed them too. Today's is going to be a little bit more simpler. It's still going to be a lot of stickers, but I'm going to keep things a little simple. I'm going to do a vertical Dutch door spread, and I'm going to use fall elements from Live La Posh. This sticker book, I think it came out last year. It is such a good sticker book, and I have so many fall sticker books that I've been forgetting about this one, and there's still several sets I have yet to use in here. But to me, this is like a really good sticker book. This was still available as of the last time I checked, so you can definitely check it out, and you can use my discount code AGWP10 to save yourself 10%. Depending upon when you are watching this video, I do believe they are going to have a Black Friday sale. I'm just not 100% sure of the dates yet. It'll usually start around the week of Thanksgiving, so definitely keep your eyes peeled for that. I will keep you guys updated in my community tab. Usually when things go on clearance, they are going to be older sticker books. So nothing from this year's fall collection or anything like that, or winter collection. But some of these older ones may go on clearance. Now you cannot use my discount code with that. So in that case, I would really appreciate it if you would use my affiliate link so I can get credit for your purchases, because I do earn a tiny commission. All of that is always down in the description box. All right, so the set that I've decided to use is this one because there's a lot of stickers. That's the one thing about this element sticker book. Because it is elements, there are a lot of stickers. So I can do all kinds of things. I mean, look, it's like 8 pages. I'm thinking there's 8 pages in the set. At first I thought there were 2 different sets, but then as I started looking, I'm like, not really. These go pretty well together. So I'm going to consider this one big giant set, which is going to make my life a lot easier. So like I said, I'm going to do a vertical Dutch door. When you're doing Dutch doors, if you don't know what Dutch doors is, it's pretty much cutting the pages so you have a layered effect. So that way, when you're on this page, you can see the page behind it because you've cut around your stickers or washi or whatever you put here. So it just kind of gives like a really cool effect. You can do as simple as just 2 pages. So you can just cut this page and have something behind it so you can see both of them. And that is more than enough. I've done that several times in my currently journal. You can do as many pages as you want. Today, I think I'm gonna only do like 3 or 4, depending upon what I decide to use. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna try my best to keep things simple. I could go, a little crazy because there are a lot of good stickers here that I think would work really well for a Dutch door. So because you are cutting your page and you're cutting around the sticker, a lot of times what a lot of people will do is put the same sticker that's on this side on this side. Sometimes you can find a sticker that's a mirrored image. That means it's exact, but it's just flipped. So they will actually fit perfectly back to back. However, if you can find something that is more symmetrical, then they'll also work. Obviously, when I say symmetrical, like a circle is perfect. Here we go. Like this pie would probably be close enough because I'm not going to be cutting all around that. The candle, things of that nature. So like a lot of things here, the book bag, because that's all the same. Of course, the journal, the butterfly, it's the same on both sides. So again, when you put it front to back, it's going to be the same when you cut around it. You'll see as I get into it. But that's something that makes it a little bit easier when doing it. If you have stickers that are not exactly symmetrical, you can just always cut a bigger border around the stickers. The other thing you could do, and I think we're going to try it just that way I can kind of show you guys, is like we have a girl and there's no reverse image of the girl. So basically both stickers that we have of this girl, wait a minute, I think I have 2 stickers of her. Yeah, they're the same exact sticker. So when I put her on this side and on the other side, they're not mirrored images. So you really can't cut it super quick or super close. So to remedy that, I think I'm going to put her in a frame. So then I only have to cut a box. So that's another way. Like you can definitely trick it to make it a lot simpler. So I think what I may do is have like maybe scenes or something. I got to figure out how to do it. Because what I was thinking is I could do scenes here, like almost do like squares that maybe look like Polaroids or something like that. I might even have Polaroid stickers somewhere, but I'm not going to find them. I'll just draw something in. I also have stamps, but I don't really feel like digging through those either. I have so many, I probably should. Then on the other page, I could do some of like the more like foliage. So I can do like leaves and the florals. Florals can be tricky sometimes. Like these are all the same. So they're not mirrored images. So those will be a little bit difficult. You have the pumpkins. Usually if you find a single pumpkin, you can do that. Let's see in this other set. So we have some here, but they're all different sizes. But these are symmetrical. So if I could put those on the opposite, so we might use these. So this might be the page behind it. So maybe we'll do, I'm thinking, okay. I'm not sure how many Dutch doors I'm going to do now because I got to figure this out. So I would kind of probably want them to be like a little sideways, so like it's a picture that's sideways. I might only do one photo because I don't really see any other things in here. I mean, I can always cut the other girl. They're just so much like, the color palette is a little different there. Like I can cut her. So what I'm thinking is we're going to do everything in pencil first. So I would think that I would probably at least want to cut off at least there for the whole thing. So you can see a little bit of the pages behind it. Then I'm thinking, just take her all the way down. What's the point of not taking her all the way down? Let me cut this border off. It would probably make my life so much easier if I kind of thought this stuff through in advance, but then you guys wouldn't really see the complete picture. Okay, so I'm thinking something more like that. That will also allow me to cut right there, which can be kind of cool behind it. Let's see, maybe I'll do this. If you have anything like this, it's a little bit easier to make sure you're getting a complete, like a square. So I am cheating a little bit by doing it like this because this is the way I can make sure I'm getting a square. The only thing is I wonder if she should be the other way. This is why you do pencil, y'all. No, yeah, she should. Because of the Dutch door. Because of the Dutch door. Okay, that's why I didn't push her down too far. Okay. So I could put something else in here to make that a picture. Then we can come up to here with her. Like I said, I think we're going to cut her off because she's a little too tall. Now I can overlap them because that could be kind of cool too. Overlap them a little bit. Now I will say, because I'm doing the boxes, it does actually free things up a little bit as far as, let's turn her a little bit. As far as now, I'm not like restricted as far as having these same stickers on the back. I could do whatever stickers I want on the back. So I don't have to use these same ones because I'm putting them in boxes. And then I can do one more with something else that does not have to be a girl. I like this. This is Falling for You. I kind of like that. And I could do this last one. I could do like this. I think I need to bring these over a little bit more. I do this a lot when I do my Dutch doors. It's like I'm trying to figure out like where to do things, where to place things. But I think I want a decent amount cut off of her. I mean, of this one. So I think we'll just do like that. Okay, because then you'll see all of that behind it. Okay, there we go. So that already simplifies things, because now, like I said, you're just putting whatever you want in the square. So you're just kind of setting this up as almost like photographs. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead now and cut this. I'm committed, y'all. This is now committed. Make sure I only have one page. Okay, we're gonna finish all of this up later, because now we're gonna work on the second part of the Dutch door. And this is where I think the leaves are gonna come in. So, like I said, I have 2 pages. So I'm gonna put one on one side, and then I'm gonna save the other one for the other side. Oh, let's use the same page. Again, now where I'm trying to place them where you can see them, but I'm also trying to be aware of the cut, because I am going to have a third layer behind there. Again, I'm keeping this a little bit simple, but I still like want to be aware of where things are. Wasn't there... We could do a butterfly too, because those two would work as well. So we could do a butterfly. Would the butterfly have worked better here? Like that, right? I think that makes a good one. So now I'm going to cut around these. This is the trickier one. we go. So we have that. This is going to look much different in a little bit. Now we're talking about washi. So I have this, but I feel like now this is going to be way too much. Yeah, behind there. So I feel like I want something like this there. See how that looks nice already? But I want something there. All right, so let's move this. All right, and now I think all right, so that is almost enough. I could probably put something right here. That's real. I mean, I really didn't even need that, but I felt like it needed it on the back page. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead real quick and we're gonna finish off this one. So now I'm gonna flip to the duplicates of those leaves. So I'm making sure I'm using the right ones. Wait a minute, that was already the wrong one. All right, so this one, the little point goes here. We take it off the page. I could probably go like that. And then we have the gold one. So I'm just lining it up where I've already cut. But I'm also trying to make it look okay on this side. So then we have a butterfly. So here are the wings right here. So again, I'm just placing it where I've already cut. And then we have the orange. This one may not be 100% symmetrical. It's a little different. Let's go to the bottom one. Oh wow, this is much different too. It's fine. So we'll put that one there. You could see right here, I don't know if you can see it or not. I have to cut around that to get some of that off, but it's fine. They're just leaves, so it doesn't matter if they're half off, half on. Okay, the butterflies are like perfect. All right, the stem is here for this one. I think this one's gonna be okay. Oh, I need to trim that. Okay. So now I'm just going to go ahead and trim all the excess like sticker parts. There aren't as many as I thought. So you have this here. So I'm going to trim off this real quick and I'll show you what it looks like on the other side. Okay, so like I cut that off now. So you can see there's like a little bit of extra stuff here that isn't perfect because of how this lines up. But for the most part, that looks fine. So now all the complex part of the Dutch door is pretty much done. So I'm going to speed up the rest of the video. I'm going to pop in every so often and chat a little bit about my thought process and kind of explain what is going on. So right now what I'm doing is I went back to the very first Dutch door. I decided to wait on to do that one at the end. I had already cut it out, but I was like, we can just decorate that one last, which is what I'm doing now. So I wanted to frame the actual, I guess, boxes, rectangles, whatever we want to call them, frames. I wanted to frame the frames with my zebra click art, and I used a brown one, and I wanted it to be fairly thick. So I did kind of like double line it just to make it a little bit thicker, so that way it would stand out, especially with all of the leaves that are now going to be behind the pictures. I just wanted it to stand out just a little bit. I just like the framed look. And then I wanted to fill in the areas within the frame with just some little small elements. So I wanted to fill the space, but I didn't want it to overpower the stickers that were already there. Because like I wanted the girls to be the focus, and then I wanted just to have little bit of like complementary stickers around there. So I settled on some florals and some leaves. So I used some florals for the bottom one, and then I used some leaves for the middle, and then a few extra leaves that I had for the top one. I did show a little bit of restraint here, but I think it filled the space pretty well. I did have to use my X-Acto knife quite a bit because I didn't want it to go over the frame. I wanted everything to be within that little rectangular frame. So I do have to do some cutting and things like that just to make sure it didn't go over. And then sometimes I just kind of wrote over the sticker with the zebra click art. That worked fine too. So yeah, that is what I did here. And I do like how everything turned out. I think it looks pretty good. And you will see momentarily. I do have to now go back and do the backside of this Dutch door. And I am going to be doing it with different stickers because like I said, because these are just shapes and I'm not trying to match something else up or do mirror images, I can use whatever stickers I want. So I will be doing pretty much the same process that I did for the front on the back. I'm not going to be using pencils, so I'm going to start out with the marker, and I decided to start with the top and then work my way down because the top one is going to be the box that's in front of the middle one, and then the one on the bottom I have like I want them to look layered. So that's why they're overlapping. So that's why I started with the top one when I drew it. I hope that makes sense. And then I found very, very big stickers just to fill the boxes. I was going really simple here. So I did a floral in the middle box that pretty much fills everything up. The pumpkins in the top. And then you will see in the bottom, I use butterflies, and then I chop up a leaf and use that one sticker like 3 times in the box. And then I do add a quote to just kind of add a little bit more interest in here as well. I don't use very many quotes in this spread just because I do write affirmations in here. So that is a quote essentially. So that's why I wasn't really putting quotes on the other pages, as you'll see me decorate them momentarily. But I kind of felt like maybe one of these frame pictures needed a quote. So I just decided to go ahead and add one, and I added it to the ones with the florals. All right, so now all I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and mimic the washi tape pattern that I had on the very last page, and now I'm going to put that on the very first page, so that way it just looks like a more cohesive spread. This is literally what I do every single time. I don't think I have strayed from this on any of my Dutch doors. I like it. It's my go-to. It works. And it's very simple. And then you'll just see pretty much for the rest of the entire process, I am going to be adding functional boxes first. I like functional boxes. I need space to write, but I want it to look really decorated. And that is what I think functional boxes do for me, is it makes it look like an added element of decoration without taking up much space. But you will see I will add quite a few decorative elements around the boxes to also fill in the space. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you watch the rest of this video or this decorating process, and then I'll pop in at the very end to wrap everything up. right, guys, here we go. Final flip. We have the Dutch door spread here. This to me is a very simplified version of doing a Dutch door because I put my stickers in a shape. So I put them in rectangles, but you can put them in squares, you can put them in circles or what have you. And it's just easy to mimic that same shape on the other side. And then you can put whatever stickers you want inside of that shape. So it's one really easy way to do it. What you could have done is actually taken this a little bit further inward. So you would cut a little bit more of the page off and then even replicated it on the second Dutch door page. So that way you would have had this like quote unquote like photos and then another page of photos to kind of layer them. So that is also another thing you could have done. But I just chose to kind of do it this way so that way you can see how I did it with just some basic shapes. And then I did it with something that's a little bit more symmetrical in the leaves and the butterflies. Of course, and there were some instances where these weren't exactly symmetrical. So some little pieces got cut off, but you can tell that really doesn't matter very much. I think it still looks super cute. And then I just put washi on the back. The very last page is just washi. So that way when you flip it, you can kind of see a pretty colorful background. But you can also use stickers there or do whatever you want there as well. But I hope this gave you some ideas. I hope it gave you some inspiration. This still took me a while just because I decided to put a lot of stickers in my shape and layer it to make it look more like a photograph, but you can go very simplistic with that as well. So there we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. As a reminder, I did pull from Fall Elements from Live Love Posh. I also pulled from Mojo Jojo. I ended up using autumn boxes and jewel toned boxes. I'm not sure of the stock of those. This one, like I said, as of the filming of this video, which is mid-November, this was still available. My discount code AGWP10 will save you 10%. But if there is a massive like warehouse sale or anything like that going on, my discount code will not work on those sale items. It will work on regular price items. So keep that in mind. But I will have my affiliate link down in the description box. And if you use that link, then I do earn a tiny commission from all of your purchases. So I do want to thank you in advance. All right, guys. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button. And if you have yet to subscribe, I hope you would consider subscribing to my channel. That is all I have for now. I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. Until next time, bye.